And there's the intro. Thank you, Black Sabbath. All the credit goes to them for War Pigs. We appreciate it. I've been a Black Sabbath fan ever since 1983, maybe even earlier. Oh shit, I think I was 15 years old, sleeping out in the back of one of my best friend's yards. We were all drinking bottles of whiskey. It was the very first time I heard Paranoid. It was great. Got drunk as a skunk, ended up throwing up, but Iron Man, War Pigs, they sat with me the rest of my life. Black Sabbath fan all the way. Congratulations, guys. Good hit. Alright, my name's Joey. This is called Speak Out. What I do here is I speak out about movies, not just new movies. I do any type of movie, any type of shit that I feel like talking about. And up here, if you watch my video, and say you're like, hey honey, what do we want to watch tonight? I don't know. What the hell's on cable? Hey, maybe watch this video. You might get an idea. I'm bound to mention at least a half a dozen videos in here. So anyway, I got some special things coming up for later on in the night. So let's kind of end this here and we'll pick up when I get back. I'm going to the theater to actually spend some money. Okay, let's leave it at that. Well, I told you last night that I was going to go to the movies and spend some money, and that's exactly what I did. Went to the movies and spent some money. Saw X-Men Apocalypse. Get a chance, go see it. It's well worth it. It's not the X-Men that we know, that's for sure. I mean, if you're going there to expect a regular X-Men movie, it's not going to happen. I love all the X-Men. This one is fantastic. It's a whole new breed of X-Men, whole new breed of superheroes. Can't really say anything about the movie. Can't spoil it for you. You just have to go see it. The best I can do is run through the stars here. What do we got? We got Gambit, Jubilee, Quicksilver, Storm, Jean Grey's back, Mystique, Professor X, Cyclops, Beast, Nightcrawler. Apocalypse is played by Oscar Isaac. He's pretty cool. Magneto, Sonic Lock, and a few others. There's a couple X-Men in there that you're not really going to find. Had to Google the cast, of course. That's why I had to read it. I mean, I only seen it once, but it's one of those movies that you can watch multiple times. I mean, I've seen it once. I have to see it again at least another 400 or 500 times because there's so much you miss in the first viewing of it because you're so busy watching the movie. I mean, that you can't help but miss things, so you have to go see it again, and or however you can see it again. Decent fight scene going on in between, action all around. I mean, same old bad guys. Magneto's in there. Professor X, Magneto, Cerebral, that's still there. Brand new version of Cerebral. Without spoiling the movie, and without saying much, I mean, it's just like one of them things that I have to absolutely say, go see the movie. I mean, the stars, they deserve it. You have to see it. You have to, I mean, I can't say anything in the scenes. I can't spoil the movie. So, I mean, like I said, I went to the theater last night. I spent my money. Support your actors. Go to the theater and see it. You can't help it. And then we'll see, if you like it or you agree with me. Drop me a line if I post this, So, X-Men, definitely a plus. Definitely a plus. So you must see X-Men. So that brings us something now that I can talk about. A movie with John Goodman in it. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, I don't know how big this went over in the box office, considering, it's got John Goodman in it, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, John Gallagher Jr., Mary Erskine, Matt Vado, Cindy Hogan, Douglas M. Griffin, and Ryan Martin Dwyer. I guess the three most top actors were John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and John Gallagher Jr. Again, had to Google the cast on that one. But the cast is, three people basically throughout the whole movie. Now, it's out on Blu-ray. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. I mean, here's the plot. John Goodman builds a bomb shelter, apocalyptic type shelter. Movie's got everything in it. Apocalyptic, horror, aliens, thriller, murder. If you name it, it's got it. Plot of the movie is they spend a year, maybe more, in a bomb shelter. It's the three of them together. But the movie itself just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling because of the thriller in it. You don't know what John Goodman's going to do next. You don't know what the people that are staying in his bomb shelter are going to do next. There's a constant fight going on between the two of them. Nobody can go outside, and he's not even sure what happened to the world. He's just making a guess. But through the movie, you start to see things that, point you in one sort of a direction. So, another good movie. Get a chance to watch it. Go with 10 Cloverfield Lane. You can't beat it. I mean, John Goodman. Blues Brothers 2000. Rosie O'Donnell. How many movies is John Goodman in? I mean, he's got to be in like 15, 20 different movies at least. I mean, what was the movie I just said? The Blues Brothers 2000. What an awesome movie. Did anybody know that John Goodman can sing? I mean, you got to give John Goodman one of these. You can sing, buddy. There you go. I mean, who would have known? Blues Brothers 2000. Old movie. Hey, you want a few laughs? Want to hear some good music? Some good old, back bayou music? Stevie Winwood and all the great stars, Bo Diddley, they're all there in the final jam. So, for John Goodman, you got 10 Cloverfield Lane, and you got the Blues Brothers 2000, just off the top of my head. Yeah, and let me see now. Where else am I going to go from here? Just have to take a commercial break here while I figure it out. So, well, as we're back, you can't do anything without consequences. Friday night, my friends, the fellows, we go to see X-Men Apocalypse. Well, the girlfriend's got to chime in. So what did I end up seeing last night? Movie we're going to talk about. Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising. Chloe Grace Moritz, Zach Efron, and Seth Rogen. All great actors. Now, Chloe Moritz, you gotta love her. Am I saying that right? Moritz. Chloe Moritz. You just gotta love her. There was my little post for Chloe. Now the movie, it's still in the theater, so I can't say too much about it. Very funny movie. Good family movie, comedy. It's got it all. Simple plot. Seth Rogen owns a house next door. They want to sell it. What happens? A fraternity moves in right next door. They're in 30-day escrow. What happens after that is just so funny. I mean, you got to give it to Chloe and the cast of it. They really made the movie that funny. You can see this movie time and time again. I mean, Chloe, all she's worried about is smoking weed. Who isn't at this point in time? You know, so again, Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, another good movie. Don't want to be a spoiler, so I can't exactly tell you everything in the scenes, but worth the money. Go to the theaters to see it. Support your local actors and actresses. While we're on comedy, let's go with The Family Fang, Jason Bateman. Now, Jason's a good actor. Paul, and quite a few of his other movies, that spelling bee contest movie he was in. I believe Jason's a good actor and all the way. The Family Fang, well, it was a good movie, comedy, had some chuckles. Did it hit me as one of those movies I'd watch 20, 30 times? No, it's not one of them movies at all that you'd watch 20 or 30 times. Yeah, it was just a good movie. Now let's speak about some other movies here that we're talking about. Hold on. Now I'm an outer space fan. I love outer space movies. You can't help it. I just love to drift in outer space. Movies such as The Martian, Spaceballs, Event Horizon, Star Wars, Star Trek, and one of my big favorites too is Outland with Sean Connery. One of the best actors I've ever seen. I love Sean Connery, did a great James Bond, done a lot. You know, so those type of movies in outer space I like. But let's talk about one calling Approaching the Unknown. Brand new movie out, Approaching the Unknown. I actually paid to go see this. Why I did that, I don't know. It wasn't worth my time and effort. Not a bad movie. You know, if you like just watching outer space stuff, not a bad movie at all. Plot of it is, one man goes to Mars, ends up living there. And, you know, the whole thing is with him in outer space. It's dialogue. It's him, you know, talking to himself. Why he shouldn't go back to Earth type stuff. Good movie. I watched it. Will I watch it again? No, I won't watch it again. There's another movie out too called what is it? Plan 9. It's got aliens and everything. Now talk about bashing a movie. Well, I'm not going to really bash it because there are people like me who are out there who are really like to watch low budget movies. Is this movie low budget? It's seriously low budget. Plan 9, not the you know, name 9, the numeral 9. Plan 9. Get a chance, watch it. I put it in. It was one of them where like the first 5 minutes, I said, you know, then it started getting a little bit better. I left it in there. Ended up watching it to the end. I mean, you know, not a bad movie at all. But, you know, back to Approaching the Unknown. I have my notes. What more can you say about that? Good watch, you know, it's definitely good to watch once. Plan 9, definitely good to watch once. So, you know, let's move on to something else. Mentioned a lot of those movies right now. Another outer space movie, Kill Command. Don't know where this one came from. Man fights machines on another world, although I believe the other world is Earth in the future. It's a good movie. Watch it once. I wasn't exactly thrilled with the movie, but again, everything I say here is one man's opinion. So, you know, Kill Command, man fights machine on another world. I don't know what more I could tell you. That kind of ends it for the outer space part. I mean, there you go. We're in outer space. Now, let's talk about something else here. Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. Been wanting to hit on this. What's up with these two? They have 3 movies together. Blended, The Wedding Singer, and what was the other one? 50 First Dates. Now, I have to look to my notes because while I'm making this, I have to remember what movies I'm talking about. Do they have a chemistry together or what? I mean, they're perfect. A perfect couple. Every movie that the two of them do together are excellent. Blended in Africa. They fall in love with one another. You gotta love that. Falling in love is one thing. In 51st States, they're in love. The Wedding Singer, they're in love. I mean, the chemistry between these two people is absolutely fantastic. If you get a chance to go watch a Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler movie, go do it. Adam Sandler movies alone, his newest one, Pixels, fantastic movie. Absolutely. Now, CGI to the max. Who would have thought that Attack the World with old video games? Excellent movie, worked it in very well. There wasn't a whole lot more you could say, except watch the movie. Got that midget guy in it, that short person, not a midget, short person guy. Kevin James is the president. You know, I don't know who the other one is. Doesn't really matter because it's Kevin James, Adam Sandler, the chick, I forget her name. Pixels, good movie. Everybody who sees it, again, one I can watch 20 times. So, that wraps it up for this episode. If you like what I'm doing, please share it. Hopefully you found a movie that you could possibly watch for tonight. You all have a great night. And you have it all. Like I said, you like what I'm doing, please share it.